All right, we are back with more new at NAMM content. We're hanging out with our good friend David Arthur Brown. You know him from Soyuz, but we're going to be focusing on his new brand, Tula, and their flagship USB microphone. All right, David, so right off the top, for those who don't know already, what is the Tula microphone all about?
Well, the idea behind the Tula mic was to create an affordable microphone that makes it easy for people who aren't high-level audio professionals to capture good sound. You know, whether they're content creators, podcasters, YouTubers, or people who are doing this, you know, working from home to have a higher level of sound. And also for musicians, you know, to capture, like I'm a musician, and you know, before COVID hit, I would be on the road a lot. Having a mic that's just super portable, easy to use, it's a great thing. And I wanted to add a couple of features that you wouldn't find in your everyday USB mics. So one I thought would be great is if it were also a mobile recorder, so you could just record with it without having to use a computer or a phone. And then the other was if it could have some elegant, subtle noise reduction embedded into the mic itself. So, which is tricky, you know. Usually it's just like a really hard gate that, you know, kind of does that thing, which is okay if you're like talking into a phone and the source is just right here. So what I did was I found this Swedish company Klevgrand that makes plugins. They had this program called Bruce Free that's designed for computers and iPads and things like that. It divides the sound into 16 different bands, and then it assigns individual gates and whatnot to each band. So it does a pretty great job of like gently reducing background noise. I mean, it's not going to get rid of screaming kids and things like that, but it'll take a room and take it from sounding like a kind of bedroom to sounding like a studio. So that was the idea. Good design, portable, sounds great, of course. That's, you know, Premiere. And not overly expensive.
Very nice. Can we see it? Can you walk us through its features?
Absolutely, yeah. So this is a cream Tula right here. And first of all, it comes with its own stand, like a flip stand like that. So I kind of designed it so that it sits at the perfect angle when it's on your desk, you know, to just, like right now I have it on my desk, another one just pointing at me. So then we designed this quarter turn mechanism, so it's very easy to detach the stand, and we make an adapter, so you can use it with any mic arm or mic stand, and easily just attach it or detach it with the same quarter turn. Okay, so as far as the buttons, over here we have the power button, which is like just click on, click off. Above that we have the play and pause button, the stop button, the record and record pause button, and then the volume up and down button that controls the volume from the headphone jack. The headphone jack also doubles as a lavalier microphone input, so you can use a clip-on mic with the Tula, like put it in mobile record mode, stick it in your pocket, and have a lav mic. On the other side, we have the mic select button, which it's in cardioid by default, but you can press it once. Let's see if I turn it on. You can press it once and it goes into Omni. And then you can long press it and it goes into lavalier, so that enables the lav mic. Above that we have the noise reduction, NC, noise cancellation. It's a long press because it listens. While you're pressing, it listens to what you want to get rid of, and then when you release it, it enables it. Above that we have the mute button, so you can mute it, obviously. Skip back and skip forward for when you're listening back to the tracks you've recorded on the Tula itself, and then the gain up, gain down. And let's see, on the front you have this just lets you know that the Tula's on and working, like right now I'm recording in mobile record, and this is the gain. This is the gain LED right here. So if you talk loud, it'll turn red. If I turn it up, see it's getting red, it's peaking, and then back down, it goes back to green. And we we did a lot of work to dial in the brightness of the LEDs, because they were super bright. So we found the right brightness, then put the resistors in to get them where we thought they sounded best. Yeah, so that's all the button functionality. It's USB-C. It has 8 gigs of memory and a huge battery, so you can get about 14 to 15 hours of continuous mobile recording in wave format. And yeah, that's the nuts and bolts of it.
Very cool. It's really eye-grabbing. I'm curious about the aesthetic of it. It kind of looks like Don Draper's mid-century razor or something. Can you speak to the physical design and what the inspiration behind it was?
Well, I wanted to have a design that was kind of both nostalgic and modern at the same time. Like, I wanted to pack as much tech into it as we could, but have it be really simple and have some soft lines and curves that are kind of reminiscent of another era, And whenever I design a mic, like I have another company called Soyuz, and I design the Soyuz mics as well. And with all of the designs of the mics, the launcher, the Tula, I always try to utilize like the golden ratio and different kind of mathematical principles so that it's appealing to the human aesthetic. So with the Tula, it was perfect to use the golden ratio because it's a rectangle. So you have 1 by 1.618, which is an exact golden ratio. And when I was doing it, I thought, cigarette packs are a golden ratio, like an exact to the millimeter golden ratio. And I thought probably cigarette companies have devoted massive amounts of resources to figure out the size that fits the best in a human hand. So I just copied their dimensions exactly, the width, the length, and the thickness. And it really does feel great in your hand.
I noticed on the Tula website that aside from spoken word examples, there's also some instrument examples. So could I actually record anything with this? Like, could I stick this in front of my drum kit?
I don't know. I mean, if you put it back far enough, you might be able to. I don't think it would overload the capsule, but it might overload the codec. What we tried to do was get the best sound out of the gate that we could, because the user that it's designed for is mostly the person who doesn't really know how to get great sound. So we used like really nice Burr Brown op amps in it. We did as much as we could to try to get it sounding really, really sweet. And it sounds pretty damn good, man. Oddly, like I recorded upright bass, you can hear, and the bass. You know how sometimes when you're recording upright, certain notes kind of disappear in the mix and other. It's really balanced sounding. So, obviously it's not going to replace a great mic locker or anything like that, but I think it really holds its own. We compared it to other USB mics, that would be competitors, and tried to exceed at least in our opinion, the sound quality. As it has a great, very low noise floor. It has a really nice EQ curve to it. It has a nice low end. It has a nice top, but it's not super harsh and hyped. Kind of just like my aesthetic, no boxiness in the mids. So it was designed for, to be able to work for that. Like I've recorded an entire track, just, multi-track session only using the Tula, and It sounds great. That said, yeah, I don't think I'd use it as a kick drum mic or anything like that. I mean, its main purposes are, like I said, for content creators, including musicians, podcasters, musicians, YouTubers, whatnot. It works with computers. It works with your phone. It works with your iPad if you have, the connector, the camera connector, or whatever you use for USB. And also, like I did before, I'll do it again just for the record. I'll take it out so that you hear the audio just with the computer, and then I'll plug I don't know if I can find it. I'll plug the Tula back in. Now it's back to the Tula. So you can imagine if a whole team at a company had Tulas, it's going to sound way better than if they're just on their regular mics or on those mics or whatever.
All right, David, when is Tula available? How much is it going to be? And where can we learn more about it?
They're available. They're going to be available in February. I mean, they're available for pre-order now, but they'll be, everywhere in February. They're $199, and yeah, they come in cream, red, and classic black. And just, one other thing is when you feel the Tula, it's probably going to be more substantial than you imagine, because it's, the grill is made of quite thick stamped sheet steel. The rims and the bezels are all made of die-cast metal, nickel-plated metal. And the stand it's all really high quality stuff, engineering grade plastic there and silicone on the sides. So it feels like a really nice piece of gear, not like a toy kind of thing. Feel free to visit tulamics.com. That's our website. Beautiful website designed by Red Collar Digital in Russia. They're fantastic web designers. And of course, visit vk.com. They're going to have the Tula. They placed one of the first POs way back in the day, and we'll be delivering that soon. And also, check out Soyuz if you're looking for much, 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 much more expensive, high-level microphones. Check out Soyuz, which is my other company. And that's it. Thanks so much, man.